Let's talk about the latest launched Oppo smartphone Find X8 Pro with slightly curved design. Now, let's talk about the specifications of this smartphone. Firstly, talk about the display of this smartphone. This smartphone features with LTPO AMOLED micro quad curved display with 6.78 inches. 1.5K punch hole display, resolution of 1264 by 2780 pixels, approximately 92.80% screen to body ratio, approximately 450 ppi pixel density, 4500 nits peak brightness, Dolby Vision and HDR10+. Color quality support, 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, and with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. And now talk about the camera of this smartphone, the smartphone with quad camera setup. On the rear that includes 50 megapixel 23mm Sony LYT-808 sensor wide-angle main camera with aperture 1.6 and support optical image stabilization, along with 50 megapixel 73mm Sony LYT-600 sensor 3x optical zoom periscope telephoto camera with aperture 2.6 and support optical image stabilization, with 50 megapixel 135mm Sony IMX858 sensor 6x optical zoom periscope telephoto camera with aperture 4.3 and support optical image stabilization, and with 50 megapixels 15mm Samsung S5KJN5 ultra wide-angle camera with aperture 2.0 and co-developed with Hasselblad color calibration. For selfies it has 32 megapixel 21mm Sony IMX615 front-facing inside the punch hole camera with aperture 2.4, video recording maximum 4K at 30/60 fps on both rear and front camera. For the software, the handset turns on Android 15 operating system, based on exclusive optimized version of ColorOS 15 screen on top the device. Under the hood the phone CPU is octa-core 3.626 GHz single-core Cortex-X 925 plus 3.3 GHz tri-core Cortex-X4 plus 2.4 GHz quad-core Cortex-A720, powered by MediaTek Dimensity 9400, 3nm chipset, paired with Immortalis G925 GPU. In terms of storage, the smartphone plugs with 12 GB, 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, and 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB of UFS 4.0 onboard storage, no micro SD card slot. The physical dimensions of the smartphone measures at 162.27 by 76.67 by 8.24, or 8.34 mm, and it weighs around 215 grams, and the color options, black, blue, white colors to see in this smartphone, and the device comes backed by a massive 5910 mAh battery, with 80-watt super flash fast charging, 50-watt flash wireless charging support. Additionally, the smartphone also features optical under-display fingerprint sensor for biometric authentication, with face unlock. The connectivity option on the phone includes dual SIM 5G, dual band Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS L1 plus L5, USB Type-C. Headphone jack, with stereo speakers support, USB Type-C 3.2 Gen 1 charging port, satellite connectivity support, IP68, IP69 dust and water resistant, infrared remote control support, and with NFC support. So now let's have a look at the pricing details of the smartphone. The Oppo Find X8 Pro has been priced in China for 12 GB plus 256 GB storage variant at 5,299 Chinese yuan, while the 12 GB plus 512 GB storage variant at 5,699 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 512 GB storage variant at 5,999 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 1 TB storage variant at 6,499 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 1 TB satellite edition storage variant at 6,799 Chinese yuan. Conclusion: so what do you guys think of this Oppo Find X8 Pro smartphone? Do let us know in the comments section below. And subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in our next video.